Oh, good morning. Friday. It's funny how much I used to look forward to Fridays, and now it's really no different for me. I kind of work 7 days a week, depending on what I'm working on, but I look forward to Fridays because it's Friday for everyone else, and I usually get to kick it with my friends or Pat or whatever. So, Fridays are also my party workout day, since I no longer really party. Might as well hit it at the gym. So we're gonna go get a party workout Friday, which means just kind of hitting everything I like to hit. Usually some sort of arms and chest, and then whatever else. It's pretty freaking nice out today, so I was thinking I haven't in a while, getting a little outdoor lift too. And then I gotta do some computer work for a little bit this afternoon, but nothing too crazy. And then I'm hoping to either go to my boy Blake's house or Pat's house to watch the FD. And then tomorrow, 111 Motor Cars is having another Cars and Coffee. I went a couple weeks ago with Cam, but I think I'm going to take the FD. And I think there's another show tomorrow at Nashville Speedway. It's pretty big. Blake was telling me about it. So figured might as well make a sweet little day in the life on a Friday. Coffee first, of course. Then gym, then work, obviously food along the way, watching the FD, and then depending where I end up, maybe we'll barbecue or do something good for dinner. So maybe we'll barbecue this afternoon, kick it. If I end up at Pat's, he'd probably be down. I don't know what his schedule is looking like today, but let's get it. Nice day. Gotta take the shirt off. See how we look. Started trying to tan a little bit. I feel like I look like Elmer's glue still, but we're getting there. Gotta get some sun on his body. It's probably what, 70 plus out. It's supposed to be like 80 today. I just cranked a good workout, but I figured I'd do a couple sets out here and hang out, enjoy the day. Oh, absolutely smoked. Friday workout complete. Gotta get a few steps in here quick, and then let's eat and hopefully do some car shit. I'm gonna make some breakfast, lunch, because it's that time of day. Same thing, 6 eggs, spinach, sourdough. I swear, just eating the same thing makes life so much easier. I know the cost of it, I know the macros of it, I know what I'm trying to do. I'm on, I say mini cut, but I've been cutting for 6 or 7 weeks. I'm down to about 191, getting pretty lean. Getting there, abs are starting to show a little more. My arms are getting bigger. I don't know, thanks mom and dad for these guns. Not upset by that, but let's get this, rolling. Make a routine. I just have a routine. I usually eat lunch at 12:30-ish. But make a routine. Eat the same things, do the same things. It makes life super easy. Spinach, healthy, inexpensive. Eggs, Canadian bacon, feta. I have these smaller pieces so I can make a sandwich this weekend. Also, am I the only one that air fries their bread? I just put it in there frozen for like, whatever, 7 minutes while my eggs are cooking. So many people want like this quick answer of everything. It's like, well, just start doing things and then make your own routine. But y'all seen me make this meal. Super simple. I'm gonna let this cook and I'll show you what it looks like done. All right, easy, done. Obviously, big glass of water, 2 pieces of sourdough with avocado. Okay, trick to this is put garlic salt on your avocado toast. It's absolute game changer. 6 eggs, 3 pieces of Canadian bacon and some feta on top so it tastes good. This is my lunch every day at 12:30, 1 o'clock. I could lay down the macros if anyone's interested, but it's like, I don't know, maybe 600 calories, and it's a ton of food, and it keeps me full all afternoon, and then I have a bigger dinner. So yeah, let me get this down, and then we'll continue on the day. All right, well, about 42 seconds later, I finished my lunch. So now I've got to do some computer work here. I have, I built an Airbnb in my basement back when I was living in Vermont, and I'm trying to rent it. I think we have a pretty good prospect, but I got a couple of messages here. So something that I've done, or I've recently realized I've done, is throughout really my whole life, tried to make money, like just about anyone, but there's only so many things you can do to make a lot of money. And I think about when I was 35, about 2 years ago, I realized that most jobs, or at least the jobs that I would go for, I couldn't really make more than 6 figures. So I had a 6-figure job, and I was still working under someone else. So as I've talked about in the past, I've always wanted time. So I've always worked sales jobs or wholesale jobs where I make my own schedule, but it's my responsibility to move X amount of product to make X amount commission. So that being said, in the last year, I've solely worked for myself. Because I like having free time. It's 12:30, as I just said. I just had lunch. I had a 2-hour workout. I got to do some computer work. But I think something that I have found, and if you can relate to this, leave a comment down below, but I've realized that I need to be a creator in so many aspects, but a creator of wealth, and I need to create money. And I couldn't create enough money in one job to live the life that I want to live. So in the last year, I've been trying to, let me rewind. I always had a job, but I always had other sources of passive income. If it was flipping car parts, mowing lawns, washing cars, helping buddies out, making commission on the side. So I've always known that you have to be creative in making more money on the side. But after my last job where they let go of my whole team, I said, that's it. I need to find creative ways to make more money. So I'm really into real estate. I created another livable space in the property that I already had, and now I rent it. And then I'm creating content to document that journey and hopefully team up with some brands at some point. And then I'm also creating another apartment now that I can obviously, I'm creating, redoing an apartment to increase the value of another property and up rent. So what I've been really trying to wrap my head around is what else can I create to make more money, and what is the cap of the creation. So if you're in a position where you make whatever, $50,000 a year, how many years and what do you need to do to make $80,000? That's a big jump, 30 grand. Okay, what if you want to double it? What if you want to go from 50 grand to $100,000? There's only so many jobs that are going to get you to where you want to be. Or maybe you don't even know where you want to be, but you want to make more money. So don't get yourself in a role where you can't make more money. If you have a job at 50 grand, is it possible to get to 80 grand or 100 grand? Or what kind of lifestyle do you want to live? So focus on creating wealth within systems that have the opportunity for exponential growth. Sales roles, wholesale jobs, anywhere you can make additional money on commission, content, working with brands, whatever it is, real estate. You need to create the job that you want while knowing that there's no cap to it. So if I could tell my younger self, I would say focus on the money, but also make sure it's something that you want to do, but think about the cap of what you can do. Even the top sales guy, what is he doing? Okay, you're a lower entry sales guy making 50 grand a year. If your top sales guy is making 120, if you ever want to make 120, get out of that job and get into something where you can make 2, 3, 4, 500 grand, whatever it is, and go from there. So don't settle into all these W-2 jobs. Be creative. If you take anything away from this, just keep going, keep pushing, and make sure you think about where you really want to go and then work backwards and make sure you're not stuck below that, because I've always wanted to make more money, and one source of income will only get you so far. So even if it's a small source of income on the side, start there. And then once you match what you're making to live, it's only up from there. So I'm going to do some work here. I got to do some emails. I got to keep creating myself, and eventually it's going to hit.